Crystal Edge Technology screens and our FLE-M-R company. Now, I've been talking about this for quite a bit. I've done so many demonstrations on ultra short throw projectors. It's not even funny. I've done everything from showing you that we've had produced screens outside, projectors at only $60, producing images at a whopping 150 inches, showing you that you don't have to go out and spend money for these so-called gimmick projectors that claim they're going to give you 150 inches, but these are projectors that can't even do 4K. To begin with, they're just constantly compressing the image, and again, not 4K. A lot of the demonstrations I'm seeing on YouTube are people basically stuck in these really dark environments because the projector screen's going to wash out due to too much lighting in the environment. As I said before, ultra short throw projectors are designed to be TV set-top boxes. They're designed to replace the TV. You can't replace the TV unless you can operate in the environment of the TV. If I show a star field on the monitor, that screen has to also show a star field. If you're darkening the environment to try to get the star field to activate, you've already failed already. Is there anything wrong with your projector? No, your screen is failing. That's the problem. And I stated this before, and I've done this on forum sites, that gray and white screens do not work with ultra short throw projectors because they can't achieve the infinity level. That's the problem. See how beautiful that image looks? That's a $60 projector. That's a 720p unit. Because our screens are black, they pull this amazing contrast, detail, depth to the image. As I was writing down about the gamer technology, they have the ability to make a 720p projector look absolutely insane. And it's a $60 projector. That's it. That's what it costs. These projectors are under the $200 mark. That's why I buy them. My screen is made out of cardboard. Complete cardboard. It cost me $2 to build it. That's it. Now, would I advise building on the cardboard blocks? No, because again, they push in and out and you have to have a perfect flat surface. But that cardboard, a congregated cardboard, they call it, it's a more stiffer cardboard. I know I'm butchering the name. That stuff is cheap. You can coat over that, turn that into a projection screen. You don't have to go out and spend thousands of dollars because you need a special screen, because gunmetals do this to you, because your screen has to have a special kind of coating or whatever for it to be ultra short throw compatible. That's nonsense. That's just charging you money that you really don't have to pay, and you're putting more money in their pockets. So this is my setup right here. $60 for my projector, $2 screen. The reason why the screen costs $2 is because I had to pay for glue and tape to put it together, and that's it. So you should be able to operate your projector, ultra short throw, long throw, whatever, and fully lit environments without the screen washing out or without the screen fading. You can't show contrast levels, especially with a whopping 2 million to 1 contrast. Are you kidding me? I looked at the P2 promos. The promo, again, not real. But I looked at the promos when people own these projectors, and again, trapped in these dark environments, showing off a lot of colors, can't see the contrast level. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
And we're taking this screen outside, by the way, with the same projector. Now, if you can't do this on the money you just coughed up for that machine, you can't do this in a fully lit environment without getting this washed out kind of tannish, ashy look to your screen, you got a problem there. That means your screen's not operating correctly, and you know you don't have a TV setup. You have a projector setup in the dark, which is even worse. Outer space screensavers.
Getting that from YouTube.
And the sad thing about this is the big wake-up call behind all of this. This is a projector that's sitting a foot from a screen. You are literally right on top of this screen. And you're having issues. You can't do this. I could do this outside. At 27 feet from a screen, I can pull a galaxy. I can pull a galaxy off a ceiling with lights on. I've done it in dozens and dozens of videos. So what are you paid for? What did you just pay for if you can't do this with your projector? As I've been telling for years and years and years, this is what I've been trying to tell you. You're getting ripped off. You're getting ripped off. Your projector, you're not getting ripped off, but you got a knockoff, then you are getting ripped off. But if you got a name brand projector, you got a gray and white screen in your establishment, even the gunmetals don't pick up correctly. You're not picking up that infinity one level, your projector is absolutely useless. It's not doing what it's designed to do. You can't replace the TV if you can't read the same contrast that a TV can register. Now look how beautiful that looks. And I can blow that up to 150 on that projector, because the technology is going to give it amazing detail, amazing depth to it. It's not going to lose any form of its capabilities because the screen's solid black. And guess what else it eliminates? Eliminates the screen door effect, because screen door effects are black. That screen's black. You got to do a screen door effect on a gray or white screen, you're going to see it pop up. That masses it. You can't even see it. That's why we can do screens at 18 feet at 600 by 800 and fully lit environment sitting in a bay of windows, and the screen door doesn't pop up. So, all this week, we're going to talk about your ultra short throw projector. We're going to do our YouTube field trips. I want people to see that the money that people are spending, the companies that are basically getting influencers to talk about these machines, at the end of the day, they're not telling you the truth. I had a conversation with that fellow who does the videos where the one little window open up on the side and it's just dark in the entire environment, as you can see. And he was saying, well, you know, that's the normal requirement for ambient light projection technology. And I said, no, it's not. I showed him a projector outside. That was the end of the conversation. People are getting standard. That's what you got. You got a high grade projector and you have standard quality. Probably some of y'all got less than that, especially using a white screen. You got people sitting on YouTube right now with a 2,000,001, can't even pull a star field in a fully lit environment because the screen's failing. Constantly doing fake demonstrations where you got little bits of lights pepper behind the back of the screen to try to give off the illusion that the environment's well lit when it's just super dark. No gray screen, no white screen, no gunmetal screen, even arch gunmetal on the back, and it's pretty dark, will never give you an infinity one contrast level. You will never ever be able to achieve the exact same quality as a TV because you can't read that level. It's extremely important. You want your ultra short to operate like a TV? This is what does it. Our technology. We don't have any expensive screen. I ain't spending money for expensive projector. I think my contrast on this projector is 4,000 to 1. That's it. Let me see. I want to do got a couple more here we can actually play around with. Let's just right here.
Cedarside, not only is it the best pest control product on the planet, but it's also the best for the planet.
Corporations raising prices 5 times faster than inflation.
And by the way, anyone who wants to question my white levels by sitting there saying that, oh, our products don't produce, you can beat me in court. Yep. Just by when I was talking to my attorney, anyone making a statement about saying that our white levels don't produce and they come up too dark, we can do it in court. No problem whatsoever. See, we can back our stuff up 100%. People get scared when we mention that word because, again, we can back our stuff up. By the way, I'm still waiting for I've got my certified letters going in today for my ship back. So we're requesting, someone's been doing, we know who, we don't want to mention the video, but they've been doing some faulty demonstrations on our products. And now we're requesting a certified letter for ship back. So, yeah, we'll see where that one goes at. But until then, yeah, you're not getting what you think you're getting from your screen. People will sit there and lie to you and tell you that, oh, you know, our screen paint does. No. We've got screen paint matching house paint at the end of the day. How does that even work? You have to read the black level. It doesn't work without it. That whatever they give me on your projector, I've had that conversation with people. Well, I have this on my projector. That does not mean jack. If it did mean something, that means that every time I would go on YouTube, I would find somebody with their projector in a fully lit environment showing off the same demonstrations we do. And I don't find anybody. Everybody's in the same dark environment, especially with the P2s, which is actually embarrassing. They're actually in very dark environments. The projector that I saw the guy talking about, the Epson, he had 2 windows on each side. The blinds weren't even open. They were partially shut. When I slowed down the video, I could see the window on the far end. It had blinds over it. I had no idea what was going on behind him because he didn't turn around the camera, so I could see there were windows behind him. And the environment was dark. No contrast levels, just a bunch of colors. So what you're seeing from that projector at a 4,000 to 1, it is reading a 100% black level. Picks up color. I like these NEC projectors. I'm gonna get me a couple more. That's why I had 5 of them at one point. I gave 2 of them away. They're fantastic machines. See how we save people a ton of money? Let's get people out now, right now, with the Epson LS800s and the P2s and everything else on the face of the sun. It can't do this. Give me some pasta today, too. See if you can achieve this on a P2 with a 2,000,000 to 1 contrast. And the screen stay a solid black. When I mean solid black, you see my sound bar? My sound bar is black. The base bottom of that is black. The screen's black. It all matches. We look in that video and we see colors not, black levels not matching. We got gray popping up all over the place. Yeah, we already know from the door. And one of the things that does give off the fact that the screen can't read that infinity level, a movie. Cinema bars always are in black. Cinema bars are never in gray, they're always in black. If your cinema bars come up in gray, and that's another reason why I tell you that you're not reading. But you should be able to do this. Even at 4,001, you should be able to do this. So when we do our setups in our showrooms, we're not bringing expensive projectors in. We're bringing these units in. That's why they're all being repaired, because that's what they're going to be going in. They're going to be using these old projectors. Because every time you go into a showroom, you always see expensive, high-grade projectors. You know what that means? That means the customer, in order for them to achieve that image, is going to have to spend the money for that projector or higher. Where our machines, at the end of the day, the customer can afford that with no problem whatsoever. By our standards, anyone can afford ultra short throw, get an amazing image, using a fully lit environment, and achieve the Infinity 1 contrast level. So when you talk about saving your money, where are we saving money at? People make this statement. Can your screens take out certified $6,000, $7,000 screens? No. Can your product produce outside? No. Do you have to spend more money for a projector to fix the problem that the screen can't produce? Yes. Does the 2,000,000 to 1 contrast even work in a fully lit environment on your screen? No, it does not. Can you reach the Infinity 1 level? No, you cannot. Is your color balance correct? No, it is not. Now you can achieve your white levels. That's pretty much basically about it. But you described the white screen right there. So we're going to give you guys, people with ultra short those, there's a challenge coming up for you. And also too, it's something to educate our customers. They can take that video and compare it to all of those videos on YouTube and see if you guys are doing the same thing as our screens can do. So people can see that they're wasting money when you go with a gray screen, a white screen, or even with the gunmetal technology. Not ours, by the way, because our gunmetal technology was tested against other gunmetal technology and reigned supreme. Different story. But anyway, as I said before, yeah, just do that comparison so you can see exactly at the end of the day why your gray and white screen. The gunmetal technology, just put it this way. No. I forgot about that. Gunmetal technology is a little different when it comes to ultra short those, because they have to have a special screen. And interesting, the only screen that I've seen that was dark like a gunmetal was the Dark Star 9. They literally have a screen just as dark as Dark Star 9, but the rest of them are really light. I'll show you. I don't know why they do that, but they're really, really light. Like the Elite screens, the ceiling light projection, technology, all light screens, daylight as a dark gunmetal screen, and then another screen is light screen. I don't know why they do that. I don't know. But again, it basically tears up the infinity contrast level. I'll show you. see, let me see, let me see. Now, also too, a big eye opener for this demonstration is the fact also too is that all the certified gunmetal screens we have over there, we can't put them on this screen. Even though the screens cost $5,000, $6,000, can't put them up here because they're not ultra short though compatible. Screens will go dark, so they can't be used. So that means you have to go out and spend the money for a special screen in order to get your projector to work. And that's going to cost you some more money because it's not going to be the same price. It's going to be more. Meanwhile, my cardboard box screen can do things that their screen can't do. So, this right here is daylights right here. And this right here is the ultra short throw version of the screen. This is where it says top. You have to always have it up this way. And you can see the screen is light. See the color of my screen, see the color of that screen. Now, this right here is the front projection. This is the Dark Star 9. No, sorry, Dark Star. This is Daylight's darker screen. See the difference in that right there? So the long throws are darker. And their ultra short throws are lighter. But the problem you're going to have with that is neither one of these can read the Infinity 1 level. This will come out better in producing dark levels, but this one on the other hand will not, which means it must be depending on a projector. If you have to depend on a projector's contrast levels to fix your screen, you're in a lot of trouble. I mean a lot of trouble, because it's not going to work. If it did work, I wouldn't have customers contacting me with P2 projectors and Epson LS800s with insane, even JVCs, with an insane amount of contrast attached to these machines, and they can't get them to operate. So your challenge is going to be, you have to produce this. This is a perfect example. 100% black background, beautiful colors. You have to be to produce this. This is going to be a challenge. And I guarantee you, we don't get one link at the bottom. And then when we're done with that, we'll take it outside. But to people that are buying an ultra short throw projector, it's fantastic when I get customers, especially that are buying an ultra short throw for the first time. We can save them so much money. We advise them to buy these machines right here. Now, the lamps for these projectors, I just did a demonstration showing you how to repair them. Very easy to do, as you can see. And lamp for this projector cost me 49 bucks. That's it. Now, the beautiful thing about these projectors, they come in 4 different models. And in the 4 different models, the same lamp actually works in all 4 different models. That's it. You don't have to get a different one for this one or a different one for that one. Oh, I wish the freaking Christie's did that, but the Christie's don't. Christie's have to different lamps. Look how beautiful that image looks. So I said, well, you got to get the 4K because the 4K adds clarity. Our screen's black. It is clarity. You got to get it because it has a 2,000,000:1 contrast. Big deal. My screen's black. It's way beyond 2,000,000:1. We're at infinity right now with our technology. It pulls amazing colors. Yeah, our color levels can pick up better than a certified screen that your screen can't do. What else you got? And my screen's made out of cardboard. I like this cardboard screen. Oh, by the way, and even more impressive, this is actually a ship back paint, which means that customer made a false complaint about our company and our product, and we had the product shipped back, and we used the same product to paint my screen, which we use a 720p 600 by 800 projector at long throw. Now we're using a $60 projector, and it worked perfectly fine. Yep. Now, also, we'll be taking this, like I said, outside today, because I didn't get a chance to do it yesterday, but today I still have to run there and get to the post office because I got packages to get out the door. You know, this is why I try to put it this way. I don't know how things are going to change when we get out there. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how things are going to change. Take advantage of the opportunity while you have it, because things could drastically change. I don't know what the future is for our technology, but I do know for a fact it's going to be extremely good. What I show here on camera has never ever really been seen out there. Do you have any idea what this stuff is going to blow up? How many investors are going to have tied into this technology? So things could change, which means this stuff can end up costing a lot of money. Because I don't know what's going to happen out there. So, as I said before, you know, the opportunity is there. You better take advantage of it. Because again, I told you, at the end of the day, what's out there waiting for you is trash. And it is. Certified screens, much more advanced, much more better than the gray and white screens, but they cost too much money. And the gray and white screens, well, they can't give you what you're supposed to have at the end of the day. You're not getting what you paid for. But sooner or later, this stuff is going to mark up. It is. It's going to mark up. And it's going to have to mark up. Because when we start to expand, all that's going to cost money. Which means the product's going to go up. I'm trying to keep it at a level where, yes, either way we market, it's still going to be more affordable than a $5,000 screen. Look at my price range next to $5,000. They can get $1,000 a quart for our technology very easily. And for those sitting there saying that, well, no, yeah, everybody will pay for it because what other choice do they have? The other screens are not doing what they're supposed to do, and they're giving you protocol. We have to be stuck in dark environments. You're required to have expensive projectors, and we can overpower these screens with no problem. That means the value of our technology shoots to the roof. So that means they can get that. They'll bring in a marketing team. They'll advertise it the same way I advertise it, and they'll push this technology through the roof. Because the investors are going to demand more money. They're going to want to see the product's full potential. And in 12 years we've been in business, we have never stepped foot out there. We haven't. We kept everything online. By getting a chance to see what it's like, getting a chance to go to this. Usually when people do our products and they take it down to their commercial settings, we're never there. This is the first time I had a chance to walk into some of these environments and see the reaction, how my screen affected other people. And I said, gee whiz, you know what? I need to push this in a different direction now. We need to be out there. That's why I went and sat down, did all the research, found all these places that we could rent out and show off the screen, talk to different companies and businesses and all that stuff to start advertising our technology out there. That's what I first saw it when I walked in. I've never, of all the paint that I've sold, I've never got a chance to walk in. I went down for testing, but that was it. It was just for testing. We do the screen. They like it. They like it. So that's the end of it. I never saw the reaction of other people looking at it. And in this place, I'm actually painting the screen in, and I'm having people watch me paint the screen in and just ask me all these questions. And when that screen popped on, I saw that reaction. Like, wow, the attention and the audience we have out there is insane. We need to be out there. I gotta advertise out there. We're advertising it too. Every time we advertise out there, it goes back to YouTube because we shows up what we're doing out there. So that feeling of knowing that our technology can operate on that level, especially testing out that building, that was a blessing for us to be in that building and to walk through that building. We had free roam of the whole building, and to be able to walk through that building and see where the screens were going to pick up, that was fantastic for the product to see exactly what we can do with this, how far we can go, where it's going to pick up at, how it's going to produce, but then also too getting the feedback of other people walking through the building and seeing that technology and being amazed by it. So imagine you're walking down the street and you see this at 150 inches being displayed. And the first thing that comes to mind is the screen's got to be expensive, the projector's got to be expensive. So nope, that's a $60 projector right there. That's made out of cardboard. There you go. This is the reason why the industry is threatened by what we do, because they don't want us out there. They don't want us noticed. They want us to keep us small, under a rock. No one knows about it, and they can continue to make their products. And people make screen paint products, hate our videos because they have to work hard. Now look, now I just gave them something more to do. Now they're going to have to take those ultra short, all the ultra short demonstrations they've been doing on the P2 and all the different projectors and lying to you on camera. They're going to have to up that ante now, because they're going to go back and say, well, Mr. Ken's over there doing demonstrations on his $60 projector on a cardboard screen. He's in a fully lit environment showing contrast and all that other good stuff. Can you do that? Oh, he's just a scammer at the end of the day. He's just ripping people off. That's just fake, so and so and so. Again, can you do that? Talk is cheap. Back it up. Actions work better. That's why we get a lot of people just saying, talking and not backing anything up. Let's see where we want to go to next. Skyworth food demonstration. Wish I could. The projectors are, like I said, these right here, cheap, very cheap. I got a ViewSonic coming in. I paid $50 for it. $50. It's cheaper than this one. So that would make, no. The 37 Optima would be the cheapest projector we have. Yep. I gotta get ready because I gotta be out the door. Gotta get my customers taken care of. Let me see. So do some demonstrations on gray and white versus the our technology. Oh, by the way, the screen paint for this is an ALPHA Black or CINEMAX or ALPHA CINEMAX Black. That's what it is. Sorry. Yep, it was now converted to weatherproof, which we're putting all the information in today. When I get back, I got to come back and do more demonstrations on this. We got to come over and finish working on the gamer screen paint that's coming out. Oh, I can't wait for that stuff. It's going to be gorgeous. And we have a ton of videos we have to load to the showcase page, which I haven't had time to do. So I got tons of videos on that, including these right here now. That's not food. Look at you. Not food. Everything is food. These have to be wrapped for this. These have to be for this one right here. Oh, shoot. Make sure you tag it, please. Slow color changer. I need to see if I can get my hands on a Screen Innovation Ultra Short those surface. Try not to say that too loud because I don't know if they're watching or not. I don't know. Like, gee whiz. But I still need one because I can't use their screens in the demonstration because their screens are not. This screen is not ultra short or compatible, and I'm not supposed to do that. So I need one of their ultra short screens. All right, move out of the way, you big fuzzy bear, you. Let me see here. I'm going to do a white surface demonstration. We do these all the time. This is very important because it shows the screen's ability to be able to produce its white levels. We do these at 1,000 lumens because that's important to do the test on those particular projectors. High-end projectors means you'll be accused of using high-powered projectors to achieve higher white levels, and that's why it must be done at 1,000 lumens only. Now, when you're doing white levels, you're doing all your tests on ultra short throw, you're cheating, because now you have taken out the effect of being able to do the distance throw. This is going to hurt you in the long run. You don't know how your screen's going to operate on long throw. It could be bad, it could be good. And as you saw with the customer, with the 4K long throw projector on 200 inches next to a window, the screen completely disappeared. Because someone was doing all their tests on ultra short throws and didn't know the effect of a long throw would trigger off. So you cheat yourself. Ugh, man, I tell you. All right, let me grab it here. I need a white sheet of paper. I'm trying to process orders behind you now. Things I gotta take and get done. All right, so we're going to use a white sheet of paper right here. Our screen. Stay, please. There we go. All right. And we'll do our slow color changer.
Cedar side.
So that's how your white screen pulls up.
When you have auto glass damage, let Safelite come to you. My customer enjoys time with her fam.
And when I have some people saying, well, you know, hey, my projector is 3,000 lumens, it'll pull up. That projector sitting on the floor is at 36. They can't read on a gray or white screen. At 3,600 lumens, it won't read it. So even if you were to upgrade your 3,000 lumen projector to a 36 or 4,000 or 5,000, they have it 5,000, you can't read. You know why? There's too much light hitting the screen. That's what's going on. So your projector, even at a long distance range at around 12 feet, 11 feet, 12 feet, 18 feet, you still can't read. Any light that hits the screen, it's going to disrupt your screen because the screen can't absorb. On top of that, the white screen doesn't register at all, period. And when I see people using ultra short throw projectors on white screens, it's the biggest fail on the face of the planet. They're worse than gray screens. It's a shame because when you go into, when I went to Best Buy, I told you, sales clerk in there would sell you a white screen on a projector, and they had the Epson LS in there. And they were telling them this, it's going to work. It'll definitely work. Don't worry, it'll work. It'll pick up. No problem whatsoever. You'll be able to pick up all these beautiful colors and contrast levels and all that stuff. You ain't picking up jack. Can't pick it up. Don't read it. That's your gray screen right there. Gray screen will pick up a little better than the white screen. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Rest my case. Doesn't make a difference. You can sit there and say, well, that's a 4,000 to 1 contrast. If the 2 million on the P2 picked up, it would be able to achieve the challenge that we're going to put out. Which means it's going to be a straight star field. You're going to have to produce that in a fully lit environment without the screen becoming that color. Mind you, gray screens, even in the dark, if you take a cell phone's flashlight, will basically trigger that screen off to go gray. Desired Nature AK Desire.
Getting that from YouTube.
We got it already. We gotta go fight for this one. Desired Nature AK.
Getting that from YouTube.
What to say? If we're not getting Alaska, we're getting the assault weapon. Let's try this one. Nature Desire 8K videos.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, there we go. Gotta talk like Yoda to get it. Nerdy have to talk like Yoda. All right, so let's grab some real deep contrast levels. The one with the black makeup. Now, I've seen this one done on P2 in a super dark environment, which should not have been done. And you're going to be showing off your contrast levels. All contrast levels must be shown in fully lit environments. Because what happens if the customer goes to turn on the lights? Then what? And the screen washes out. And they contact you back and say, hey, look, I saw a demonstration with your screen showing these crazy contrast levels. And now I'm trying to do it and my screen's washing out. What's going on here? What are you going to do? Tell me, you have to be in a dark environment, or you have to be in like an ambient light controlled environment, a more darker environment. Our product's not ambient light rejection, blah, 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 blah. Well, if your product's not ambient light rejection and you can't pick up the contrast level, guess what that fails as? It fails as a TV. Because TVs don't require ambient light rejection technology. They don't have that problem. That's another thing too. So at 4,000 to 1 can't read. And by online, 4,000 to 1 is standard. $1,500 is below. Goldfish, beta fish, black background.
Getting that from YouTube.
The problem you have with the gray screen is that it can pick up its colors and stuff. It can't read the Infinity One, which is required. So if my screen's all gray and I have this projector right here, that means that I can't see that black background where that fish is moving back and forth. So what's going to happen? Either I'm going to switch over to our technology and save some money, or I'm going to go out and spend a lot of money for a projector with very high contrast to just end up in the same situation. LG beta fish.
Getting that from YouTube.
Need to replace Monkey? With Chewy Auto Ship, get it delivered again.
And to say that a gray screen could ever turn my technology unwatchable, have you lost your marbles? White screens can't do that. Certifieds can't even do that. Please, give me a joke. Yes, a joke. Now, the only thing that would come up black on our screens and unwatchable is black paint, which means that containers that you had in your possession that you claimed to be our product was actual black paint. This is why you got a ship back coming to you. You ignore it, it's going to bring problems. You sign for it and you send it over, it's going to bring problems. It's a damned if you do and damned if you don't scenario. Excuse my French. I want to work in an untested product, beat a product that's tested. ALPHA CINEMAX will destroy your product with no problem whatsoever. It takes out certified technology. All I have to do is just figure out how to get it. I hope that screen's dark, man. That's me. It's not going to be any point. If we get a certified light gray screen, it's not going to work well. It's not going to go well. I'm going to show you why. Daylight screens. I don't know how much they could charge for the certified ultra sure throws. I really don't. I know it's not cheap. I know that for a fact. So we got a sample. The guy was nice enough to send us 2. And we got their certified. This is like probably about, I don't know, I don't want to say, I'm going to do the research first to find out how much it costs. I don't want to say something costs more than what it is and then You know, they contact me and say, hey, you're wrong on that. That screen costs so and so. So I don't want to do that. Let's find out what it costs first, and then we'll go from there. I'll pick up elite screens or ceiling light rejection technology. I'll get every last one of those in here. So that way we can show that at the end of the day. So I can go pop over to the, I'm glad my projector's fixed, so I'm going to pop over to the form site. You know where I'm going at. Going to the form sites where they have the ultra short throw projector. I'm trying to get over there because my machine's been down. I'm going to pop over there and go, hey, look, my $60 NEC versus your $4,000 projector. Let's go play with the star field. And then I pop in there, they're going to start leaving out one by one. What you usually do. Oh, shoot this guy. Let's do an easy one. LG Jazz demonstration. This is one they love to use because, again, it kind of camouflages the contrast levels. So they use this one like in a poorly lit environment so they can camouflage your contrast. Like, look, it pulls a black level. No, it can't see. As you can see, we're under garage lights in here. This commercial lighting is really bright in here. Your screen's gonna wash out. And do not use white screens on your ultra short throws or your long throws. They do not register. One of the things I hate about when they sell white screens, they use the AI technology and they have that whole family setting, the whole family sitting around, the big screens on, all that nonsense. Or now they're doing this digital recording that's coming out. They make it look like this is how your screen's gonna produce. That is not gonna happen. It's ripping you off. I remember one time you made a statement that our screens don't work on ultra short throw. Are you kidding me? I have more ultra short throw demonstrations than you. And not on the same projector over and over again. On multiple different projectors, even outside. You do the math. And next thing we'll be saying that we don't know anything about 235.1. Okay, whatever. So I guess your key point is to say that our technology comes out too dark. Hey, look, I can challenge you any day of the week. We can blend right into your screens with no problem. We can pull levels your screen can't even see. The most important part is contrast. And you can't read it. Now we read it at 4,000 to 1. If you require a projector higher than 4,000 to 1 in your contrast in order to try to read your contrast a little darker, you lost. So when we get that whole, well, you know, hey, that's not my product. Yeah, keep in mind for the person who made the claim on that, they cheated in the test. They actually mixed black paint into the apple barrel. But we do have, we can send, we're going to be sending a box up pretty soon with a nice little collectible. I don't want to say when, but we're going to send nice little collectibles because they do need to do these tests. They need to do more tests. You should be seeing a lot of testing on gray versus gray. You have to find out what you're buying. I have to show you these tests. Oh, wait, before we, I'm going to get this certified up here. Well, no, let's play a little bit of this too. We done this outside at 150 inches. Now, they think I'm saying this because I'm angry. No, I'm not angry or anything. I'm not. This is protocol. You're supposed to test your stuff. Gee whiz Louise. Now you saw that? Saw how that technology can basically pick up them white levels where it doesn't allow the white and gray screen to turn it unwatchable. And then it can switch over to contrast. It's called a transition. We can change over to contrast and read its contrast levels perfectly where the gray and white screen can't do anything at all. And this is why I don't like when people take high-grade projectors, stick them in dark environments and go, oh, look at the clarity, look at the sharpness. That's coming from the projector. That's not coming from your screen pane. Cut it out. If that was the case, take it outside. Lighten up that environment. As a matter of fact, make that apartment look like the first day you walked into it. Because I'm pretty sure it didn't look that dark. When you walk into an apartment that dark, like, oh, well, what the frick, where's the lights at? Like, you're expecting to walk into a real bright, vivid environment. So again, no. And then for the other ones, so basically I've seen y'all demonstrations on the Epsons and so forth. You're all in these really dark environments. Okie dokie. All right. Let's take these down as we got a good insight on that. Hold on for a minute. We're missing one. 4K snow screensavers, cottage.
Getting that from
Can't forget that one, right? Yeah. Good luck on turning my screen dark, please. I'm telling you. That's why I said I can't wait for the day to come up. We pop up in court. I can't wait. You're going to tell me you turn one of my black screens, my technology at the end of the day, you made it unwatchable? No, the only thing that comes up black on our screens is house paint. That's the only thing. Now I can make your stuff. You got it free on YouTube right now. I can make it mixed together and put up. It ain't going to do anything. We tested your stuff. We've had all your tests, all your products, and I got unboxings on all your stuff. Even cancel receipts. We've got your stuff. The only problem is you don't have mine. That's why we're requesting the ship back from you. Because if you claim you do have my product, well, send it over. Shouldn't be a problem. We'll do the test live so everybody can see it. I got no problem with it. And for those you don't know, that's a YouTuber who's been constantly just hitting our channel doing dumb stuff at the end of the day. We're requesting him to ship back the products that he claims that are ours. So we can basically do this on a live stream for everybody to see. We don't hide anything. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
So we can pick up your white levels, no problem, and then come back in and boom, do this, and you can't breathe with us. That's what I told you at the end of the day. Any gray, and not just him, any gray screen, any white screen, you got a better chance with the certifieds, but like I said, they're expensive, but it depends on it. If the certified's dark, if the ultra short that was a little darker, you're better with that. But again, you're going to spend all that money when our technology does it for far less. Let's get the certify up here. Now they'll get up there and they'll cry and whine and start screaming about, oh, it's got to be cameras and it's got to be this, that, and the other. Well, guess what? You're being challenged on that very thing you just said in court about my company. You said something about cameras, right? That's what we use? Well, if that's the case, too, on top of that, that means every place, and I don't understand people at the end of the day. I really don't, people. Let me just explain something real quick. We were on site. So how would it be impossible for us to use special abilities in our camera when we're literally freaking on site? There are other people in the environment walking around looking at the screen. So how would that be possible? Oh, I can't wait to see him in court. I can't wait to see how he reacts in court. That's when I would see his reaction. Some people are just bent on that. On site, people walking around, strangers staring and touching the screen. What I got? Mind controlling capabilities? If that's the case, I'm in the wrong place. I need to be in Vegas. So that debunks that theory right there. I can say, Your Honor, we were on site with this stuff. Matter of fact, by the time we reach court, we'll be on site multiple times. Other people were around the screen. Other people saw the screen. Got customers, reviews. Actually, I got more customer reviews than you do. So honestly, no, that's not true. That's just you just making up stuff because, again, you don't have anything left. That's a shame people like that, people. Can we get this to stick or do we have to put down the heavies? I might have to get some dog chrome for this, people. Yeah, I'm going to take dog chrome for it. Let's see if we can get to work just a little bit. Maybe it'll work just a little bit. Maybe. We can get the zipper just. There we go. Now that's a certified ultra short throw technology. As you can see with the little white tags at the top, because that's where it has to be at, always at the top. That's what they advise you to do. Let me see. Slow color changer.
Getting that from YouTube.
Surprised we didn't get, oh, we did get snow color change. I'm gonna say slow color changer.
Getting that from YouTube.
I swear, it reminds me of the dragonflies. When they first came, not dragonflies, dragon software, you speak into the system, you literally had to sound like you're a robot just to get stuff to work.
Welcome to the new PetSmart Treats Rewards. Collect points with every
Oh, before we do this, white screen saver. This is very important because you have to see this. Not that one. We got that one. Yeah, that one right there. We need that one. So, as you see where the screen is producing this very high white level, and people are fooled by thinking that the higher the white level, the better the color. No, 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 no. It has to be a balance in there. If it can't trigger the balance, what's going to happen is your screen is going to produce too high of a white level, which means your color and contrast is going to wash out, which you already saw in contrast already. Slow color changer.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now you would think because the screen pulls a higher white level, that it would have the ability to pull better color. It don't work that way. It has to be a balance. So this is where it gets tricky. You have to be to show a balance where your screen pulls a balance level of white and contrast at the exact same time. That's what we're watching. We look at screens when we request for the white levels to pop up. If every last one of those screens react like a white sheet of paper, that tells us that at the end of the day, the screen is going to have a difficult time reading colors. And it won't read contrast at all. It'll pick up a nice white level. That's pretty much it. But then again, white screens do the same thing too. Then you have to consider the fact that your white levels can't be too low, because if they are, then they can't pass the black versus black test, which means your screen's going to have to be to outperform all these different black surfaces, paints, films, and whatever. And they'll do it at 1,000 projectors, ultra short throw projectors, pico projectors, inside, outside. You have to pass all those tests to make sure your white levels are at its peak. But also too, they have to also be at its peak, because one of the tests that's required is where you have a black paint and you have, without coating, you have a white surface and you have your screen. So you have to be showing the color level that you're picking up a high enough white level to produce a beautiful color, and where the black surface basically can't pick up anything at all. It doesn't produce a high enough white level, it picks up too much contrast, and that way the colors come up dirty, where the white surface doesn't pick up a high enough contrast level and it washes out. You have to beat that test, and you'll do that. Every screen you design, you will do that test for every single one. So it should be dozens and dozens and dozens of these videos splattered all over YouTube of these tests being performed. That's why when we've researched the products, we're looking for these particular videos and we can't find them because the tests were never done. These were products that these guys made that they just pushed out the door, talked a whole lot of candy nonsense on it, and said, oh, it works. And that's what you did. That's why we can't find no tests on your stuff. And this is not even a test. This is just showing the screen's capabilities. That's it. But it's been through testing. That's why we can do these live. And if you could do demonstrations live with no problem, guess where else you can do them? In a courtroom. Or on site. Anywhere you want. Because your stuff is tested. So that right there shows that the technology we have here is fully ultra short throw compatible. And not only is it ultra short throw compatible, it can take out a very expensive certified ultra short throw screen on a projector that costs $60, and a screen that's made completely out of cardboard that cost me $2 to design. Ta-da! Fully lit environment too also. Now, what would our reaction be if you're stuck in the dark? Let's see. Now you would think it would work better because you're in a darker environment, right? But you have to understand, your projector is still producing light. And the higher you go up on your light levels, the harder that screen's going to have a chance to be to produce.
Full radiance that lasts, so you can own your color.
So when I sit on camera and I say that our screen paint is the only choice and the best choice for your ultra short throw projector, I can show you not only on a great screen paint, but on a high grade certified screen. The difference. at 60 bucks. So that means our customers don't have to go out and spend money for $4,000 and $5,000 machines. They could do it at $60. Yep. A person working even under minimum wage can afford our technology and do it better than a person on a forum site right now with a $4,000 projector and a $5,000 screen. That speaks volumes. Can't read the Infinity One. Doesn't read the color. 4K Snow Screensaver Cottage.
Getting that from YouTube.
Can it turn my screen unwatchable? Let's see. No, it can't. If a white sheet of paper can't do it, then a gray screen can't do it, gunmetals can't do it, they can't do it. That technology is not supposed to be to function in fully lit environments. Ours can. We can read white lights in fully lit environments. Starfield Screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's do this better. Sony 1 hour demonstration. We're going to do a transition.
Getting that from YouTube.
So the transition is basically we're able to transition from light to dark. This is what your screen is going to be doing constantly, all the time. And every time you watch any movie, sports, whatever, your screen is constantly transitioning back and forth. So if you're in a well-lit environment and your screen's contrast levels are washing out, but the colors are somewhat picking up, then it means your screen's not working correctly. And what people do, they're going to calibrate their projectors or use ambient light controlled environments. You shouldn't be using any of that at all whatsoever, period. Okay, right here. There you go. Grand transition. So that means in order to operate that part of the screen, you're going to have to turn your lights out and darken the environments, which you're going to have it anyway, because that's what's going to happen to your screen. Which means you just spent about $5,000. I'd say 4 to 5 for that screen right there, for something that can't basically pick up a black level. And if your thought is to go out and buy a projector with a higher contrast level, then you failed again, because now you just spent more money on something that you already spent $5,000 for. It's like an endless pit. And you just keep throwing stuff into it. Projector don't work, we'll darken the environments. Then we'll calibrate the screen, calibrate the projector. Then we'll go and buy a projector, just throwing more money in the pit. And then all in all, after you spend all that money, you still can't do what that technology can do right there and what we just paid. Let me see. I want to go over it and get this screen real quick. one we have right here, which is the pier. Real quick. The pier, which we've tested multiple times, is the one we have right here. This is what we test right here. My customers who have our technology right now, see our containers are going up for our customers. This is what that screen's going to cost you. And my customers who have, I'm shipping out to today, who have this technology, have a technology now more advanced than this. Even their off the short though version. That's what that screen costs. So when people sit there and say, oh, we're saving you hundreds, no, we save people thousands and thousands of dollars. And that's what the investors see. The investors see, well, gee whiz, this guy designed a technology that can take out a screen that costs that much money. What he's charging is not going to be enough for us to keep us happy. We're going to have to do a little talk with him, and we're going to have to raise the price. So even if I'm under $1,000 a quart, I'm still technically under an area where certain people can afford it. But the jacked up thing about it is the part of the people that we're trying to basically coach the technology toward, which is going to start arguments back and forth, is the fact we want to show everybody can get it. $1,000 is a bit steep. It is. This is what we try to tell you. Now this is the. I'm trying to get this one right here. I'm sorry. Let me get this play while y'all watching that, because I'm looking at something real quick. Now, surfaces we have there, we're testing right now. We're showing that testing. We're showing you. This is the ultra short though version of it. That's the screen we have right there. That's your price tag right there. And I'm pretty sure the projector they're using in the demonstration is far more expensive. AK, Desired Nature, Nature AK videos. I'm gonna get lucky on that one.
Getting that from YouTube.
We never get lucky on that one, ever. Let's get their background. That's a lot of money, ain't it? $3,6,400. And chances are, they're probably going to ask you, you're going to get a projector with a good amount of contrast. So that's another what? $3,000 added onto the plate? Now you're about $6,000 in the hole already. Haven't even bought your speaker system yet, or your movie chairs or anything else. So you're talking about a couple $1,000 easily in the hole. You can easily $10,000, $15,000 in. They're already in. My customer's sitting on this table right now. I'm spending that kind of money. They have in this technology the power for a screen innovation screen, because we can take black diamond up here and throw it along, throw it and show you where our technology is going to pick up contrast, color, the whole 9 yards. They also have the technology for daylight or any other certified screen on the market, which means the technology we have right here is worth thousands of dollars. A lot more than that. And they can go outside. You're not taking these screens outside. They don't have to have a special screen for ultra short though, not required. No expensive projectors, no calibrating, none of that at all, period. They can buy a projector under $100 and still have a much more advanced image. Let's get, I'm gonna get that. Desired Nature AK Nature. Oh, it's definitely gonna bring up Nature. Oh, no, almost got it. I knew it was gonna bring up Nature somewhere along the line. All right, let's do the Coca-Cola OLED. Yeah, they gotta change their name. Their name is coming up too much. Like, or anything under 8K still comes up under like the assault weapon. Why? So I'm gonna bring that up. I don't like to ask for something and not get it, because it seems like I'm avoiding it. And that's what drives me nuts. That's why I gotta do, I'm thorough about my testing. We're gonna get it. And meanwhile, let me get here. I gotta get set up here because I gotta get these guys ready. Now, our screen paint here is a one-coat application, as you saw when I painted over the post office box. And this is also a customer ship back, which means we back our products at 100%. We test them before they're shipped out the door, but actually before they're sold to our customers. They do have batch number on them, which means the product is tested before it's shipped out. And we can request ship backs on our products, which means we have the product come back here. We actually try to see if it basically pulls your claim. At the end of the day, I do advise you, wait until we resolve the test so we can work things out together. Don't do sneaky stuff like the minute it comes over, file PayPal complaint against us, because this is not going to go well in your favor. So just be honest. You know, we work together on this, but if it's something else, we'll hook you up. We'll do something for you. But at the end of the day, the product works 100% because we can have it shipped back and we can do it on a live stream, which this is what's sitting on top of the screen right now. This is a customer's paint who made a false accusation about my company, and we've been using it. And if there was something wrong with the screen, there's no way in the world we'd be able to take out the certifies that we're doing right now on a $60 projector. Which, when we tell you our stuff works, it works. Let me see. I want that 8K. Desired Nature 8K videos.
Getting that from YouTube.
Told you I gotta do a Yoda just to pull their videos. I've got to do it in backwards. We got to do Yodas. We'll do a couple of videos on here too. I'm going to do one on here. Let's do a couple on here too while we're on here. Like I say, this is not to tear down their product in any way. No, their product works for what it's designed to do. If I were to take this take the screen down and just show you the white surface and put this up here, it'll do a fantastic job. All the certifieds will do a fantastic job. Heck, these things will produce better than gray and white screens. But our technology is in a different category. We're not in the same categories then. That's why I'm showing you different demonstrations. You got people telling you you're saving hundreds. You're not saving any hundreds. How are you saving hundreds? My ultra short though setup costs cheaper than his. You're gonna spend more money with some screens because, again, you got to make up for what the screen can't see. Let me put this one back in. see if it helps the lights out. Only time you should have lights out on your ultra short throw, unless you're watching a movie. Which we don't have to do because we can do it with the lights on. All right, now let me see. We got these over here to go. Busy day. Always a busy day. So, to my customers, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. For those who do not have our technology, hey, look, it's up to you. You want to continue paying all this money out for these high expensive screens at the end of the day, getting half of your projector's capability. You want to go down that road, then you know that's what you're going to be ending up with. Oh, shoot, got to take the out on the screen. I got to get that off. Did all that research on your projector. Pretty sure a lot of you went to different form sites to get all the stuff that you needed. And you put it on a screen and you don't get what you want. And those of you who think you have what you have, you don't have what you have. Mind you, all this started because I didn't want to spend $3,000 for a gray wall. That's how all this started. I had no interest in gray screens or projections of any kind whatsoever. I couldn't care less. I was into monitors. Everything I had hooked up to my computers were all monitors. Couldn't care less. I didn't think a projection screen was even worth my time at the end of the day. Who wants to be stuck in the dark all day long? I got monitors at the end of the day. Way better than a freaking projection screen. That was my preach at the end of the day. Until I saw that 120-inch screen playing Gears of War, and I was like, oh my goodness, you got to be kidding me. It wasn't the fact that I'm talking about high-powered PC versus an Xbox 360. It was that giant screen I was staring. I'm thinking, wow, I want that. I want that on my, I want my computer display that had that giant screen. And that's how I got into the field. Exactly how I got into the field. So I depleted all my resources. Tape stuck to the screen. Yeah, it's funny. This stuff will not stick. The tape won't stick for jack. And then the minute I remove it, it just sticks for jack. Really? I think I'm really going to leave one of this crap today. Remove. Any other time you don't want to move. Gee whiz Louise. Any other time. It doesn't want to come off my screen. And another time, it just pulls right off. Here we go. Can you? Yeah, please. Thank you. I'm married to my screen. Gee whiz, man. I got to paint over that. Any other time, it won't stick. It'll fall off. But then the minute I pull up the sample sheet, it sticks. I just roll over top of it with the paint. That's all. Come on, get off of there. You kidding me? Any other time you choose, you don't want to stick to my screen, and now you decide, I'm going to stick to the screen now. Jeez. Oh, we got to repair that. Good, you can watch me do up the repair job. Very easy to do. Good. Watch me do a repair job. This happens all the time. I do screens. Better not to do cardboard and tape stuff up there. Let me see. Where is the rollers? And where is mother roller? Bum, bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, bum. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Done. You think I'm gonna do like a 4-coat application? Heck no. That's the thing that gets me. If you're using these paints that require like these multi-coat applications on them, what happens if something hits your screen or your screen gets damaged? How do you fix that? Are you going to do the same multi-coat application? If it took 4 applications to put the screen on, is it going to take 4 applications to redo the screen? If somebody hits the screen, damages the screen, heck, even throws a hot dog on your screen outside. But you went through the demonstration, by the way. So you got to go through that same 4-step, 5-step process to fix the surface. See, that's another thing too you don't think about, because screens do get jacked up like mine just did a few minutes ago. Now, where is the fire stick? Jeez Louise, for you and the fire stick. You and the, oh, here, here. You and the fire stick. When they dry, it blends right on in. Gotta go through all this when I have my screens outside and the wildlife would take a take into my screen. When I come outside, it'd be mud splashed all over the screen because the rain would hit it and there was no grass from the screen. It would just splash mud all over the screen. And then there was, I don't know what, foxes and whatever would spray and peel over the screen, and the geese would hit it. It's 250-inch screen. You literally can't miss it. So there would kind of white drops all over the screen. So I wasn't going to do no multi-coat on a 250-inch screen. So basically I would just spray it down with the hose, and I'll go to the top of the deck, and I take a roller and tip and just go tap, 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 and I'm done. Right back to normal. But if you have to do a 4 or 3-step process to paint a screen, then guess what that means when somebody hits your screen? You're going to do that same 3-4-step process in that one little spot. But the question is, if you're doing that and you're saying that the screen, you have to do that step because you don't want the screen to become uneven, doesn't it become uneven if you have one spot that has 8 applications and the rest of it only has 4? Then that means you have to do the entire screen to even it out. See? They don't think about that, but they put that 4-step, all that stuff application in. They try to make the product seem complicated, more advanced. That's why they add that dumb stuff in there. It should be 1 coat only. You're at a party, your screen's outside, and kids are running around, and you know what's on the kids' hands all day long? Food. And they have a habit of touching stuff. And they go over and touch your screen, and now you got freaking ketchup and mustard and mayo, and I don't know what, all over your screen. So, how are you fixing that? That's why we got some people, if you're using the outdoor screen, they buy gallons of it. And the reason why I buy, that's why we need to put the gallons back in. Gallons of it because they're touch-up jobs, just in case if the screen gets messed up. They always come back, well, I have to paint the whole screen. Like, no, I just dabbled there, it got jacked up. I even had a fellow who basically, his kid turned his screen into a coloring book. With stick men and houses and sunshine all over his screen. He was like, oh my goodness, like, what do I do here? Like, I have to prime it and do it. No, you have to prime it, just take the paint, just go right over top of it. You're done, that's it. That's all you got to do. Walking in the rain and the snow when there's no place to go. And feeling a part of you is really dying. Those of you born in that era know what I'm singing. The rest of you, Google it. Because I'll be singing some old stuff from back in the day. And you're like, what the frick is he singing in the background? Google it. That means you don't know. You weren't born in that era. You don't know. I love when people be listening to like the music back in the day, like some Dinah Ross and all of them. And these are people who really get into that music. You see them get out of the car and do the bump and everything. I got family members that do that. They really get into their music. You can tell these are people that weren't people that were on the wall. These are people that got out there and danced. This is what I like to say. Witness the power of true technology. Join the dark side. God, screen paint's a beast, ain't it? Yep. I can take a piece of tape and I can rip it right down the side of that screen and go right over top of it like nothing happened to it. So, as this starts to dry, I'm done here. I got orders I got to get out the door to my customers. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. These are going out today. Get all my customers taken care of. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Now, keep in mind, each one of these individuals have made a purchase to my company. They now have a technology. Sorry about that. They have a technology that we could take an ultra short though and make it look absolutely incredible. Take out certified screens at the exact same time, and it doesn't cost them a lot of money at the end of the day. You can't afford that. And even if you could afford that at the end of the day, keep in mind, we do it for far less. Let's see what we got on our site for our products right now. We have a summer sale going on right now, don't we? A big summer sale. It's about to end soon. Oh, that's the gaming technology we're working on. Ooh, that's going to be beautiful. Oh, it's going to be a beast. It's going to be a beast. As I sat there and said when I was last night, before I logged out, I sat there and said, don't challenge it. Please don't do that. Worst mistake you're ever going to make. You think this stuff over here is brutal? Gaming technology is really crazy because we have to max everything out because it's being used for gaming. Your stuff will get eaten alive. Look at that. Oh. All right, let me see. That's the gamer technology. I'm really happy about that because when I put it up here, I'm thinking, oh shoot, we're going to do a shift around and Navi. And Navis, we have to shift around and shift the different options around. It can be a freaking headache. It just popped in like boop. I was like, oh yes, we don't have to go through that. So this is our sale we're having right now. And let me see. I think we're going to have to jump this up a little bit. Hold on for a minute. 4K tropical fish. I haven't done any fish in a while. Oh, the aquarium. I got to magnify this up. Can we get to the fish, please? I got things to do today. Thank you. All right. My fish. This looks so much cooler when you're doing it on a front and rear screen because you can see from one outside to the other. That's what's pretty cool about that. We got this product coming out called Aqua, which I'll explain that later on. All right, let's see. Let's get these guys out of the way first. Let me show you what we got. All right, this is the pre-coat screens that are already coated. You've seen these stuff already. We do demonstrations now. You can certify screens and all that. This right here is the projector mapping, which you still got some demonstrations of doing that. And this right here is the FLE. This is the Black CINEMAX technology. So when you're seeing over there. So that comes in at 1 gallon because it's on sale. And for around, I gotta break these numbers up. I really can't see them myself. $296. This is the 24 ounce, which comes in at $167. And the 32s, which paint up to a 150-inch screen, comes up to $247. Compare to that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Their technology works. It does. It works pretty fine. I can put it up against this white surface right here. It's going to show a beautiful image. It's going to be to take out a white screen. It's going to definitely take out a gray screen with no problem whatsoever. It does produce amazing contrast levels and colors and white levels and all that. It's not on our technology level. That's what it comes down to. But it does work. I would never sit there and say, oh, their product is a scam, because it's not a scam. It functions. It freaking works. It's very expensive, but it's not on our technology's level. We can read an Infinity 1 contrast level. So that's why none of these companies have never taken me to court, because they know it's true. We can read an Infinity 1 contrast level. You're going to take me into a courtroom and say I'm lying about my screen not producing a contrast level versus yours? Go ahead. You'll lose your shirt in that bad boy. And on top of that, thank you for the publicity, because I'm definitely going to like that one at the end of the day. They know I'm right. They know I'm right 100%. As long as I'm not out there bad-mouthing their product and saying, hey, look, it's a scam and it's this, that, and the other, and it's too dark and it doesn't pick up, and I'm lying about their product, I'm not doing that. Their product does read, it does pick up, and I showed you basically the benefit of their product versus a white and gray screen. It picks up, produces contrast, much better technology than their screens. But when it comes to ours, we have a more advanced and more affordable product. All right. So let me get my customers out the door, beep, 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 and get them ready. So they're going to need to be taken care of. And when you see me pop up on camera over at the park, that means I got everybody taken care of. All your orders are out the door. And I'm just chatting a little bit. And yeah, we're going to try to just walk around and do some other stuff besides talking about the courthouse. And I was like, no, I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about them in a beautiful park. And I'm talking about a courthouse. Ugh. I do want to get a chance to walk through that baby, though. I've been just about every government building down there, because I'm just curious. Walk through government buildings, just curious to see exactly what goes on in the building, what they do there, and what this building's for. They got a historical building. I just went there for basically just the architecture design, because that building's been around for like a real long time. I think since they first put Allentown in, and it's been remodernized now, yeah, but it's still got some of the old structure to it. So I find that stuff kind of fascinating. The guy was nice enough to let me walk through the unit, and I was like, oh, not through all of it, but some of it. It was really nice, because I can appreciate the architecture work of the whole building. And the museum is beautiful. They got a new art exhibit coming up, and I think it's going to be in June, so I plan to be over there to check that out. They got a model train. They got a model train museum and old-fashioned vintage car museum, which I'm still trying to track those places down. So it's pretty cool down here. Oh, it's this other area that I walked through. It reminds me of, it looks exactly like, that whole section there looks exactly like GTA. It does. It looks exactly like GTA. When you go up on the top of those hills and you would find those little corner pocket areas in there with these little houses all in these winding corners and areas, that area right there, and it looks like another area on, what's that game called, where the guy was a computer hacker. I can't think of the name. Let me see real quick. Video game where guy was a computer hacker. It's a game. I can't think of the name of it. Gee whiz. But anyway, they made a part 2 to this. They made a part 2 to it. And the part 2 is set more like in San Francisco. Man, there is so many areas in Allentown, these little little corner areas that you will find exactly like video games. It looks just like it. It's crazy. It's insane. Except when you look out, you don't see the city in the background. Like if you're in California, you're in the Hollywood Hills, you can see the background of the city of Los Angeles. You won't see that. You just see mountains of trees behind you. That's pretty much it. I'm trying to figure out. Can't think of the name of this guy, this video game. Didn't particularly like the first one, but the second one was actually pretty good. The second one was really, really good. No, we got this wrong. Video game where guy plays as a hacker. Google is just so fast and freaking just nothing you have to say. So anything dependent on it. Now it'll pop to me. Sooner or later I'll be sitting like, oh yeah, that's what it was supposed to be called. I can't think of it. But anyway, it'll pop in my head anyway. Watch Dogs. There we go. God, I don't know why I couldn't get that in my head. Watch Dogs. That's what it is. So yeah, the first one sucked, but the second one's actually pretty good. And the second one, they did set it up in San Francisco. And man, I swear, there are pockets of hills and little corridors that cut into, like, people have these huge decks that lead out into these garages in the back. It looks just like that game. It literally does. It feels like I'm actually walking through the game when I walk through that particular section of Allentown. I'm like, wow. It's crazy. I'm going to show you. I'm going to record me walking through this area. It is crazy. As a matter of fact, I'm supposed to do a walkthrough because I got a few of my friends moving up here, and they're tired of Philly, and they're like, what's it like down there? I'm like, hey, it's pretty nice. It is pretty nice. So I'm going to do a walkthrough so I can show them. Excuse me. So I can show them exactly Allentown. I freaking love it. I love it up here. I don't see myself going anyplace else. I do plan to do some travel in someplace else, but I don't plan to be anyplace else. All right, people. So I hope you enjoyed the demonstration, and got a chance to do a little repair job on the screen. So that was fun, right? And keep in mind, this application is spray and roll on. Wait. To make two versions of this, you know this, right? Dang, I mean, that doesn't work for me to do it at the end of the day, because it's weatherproof now. So if it's weatherproof now, we have to have two versions of this. Because if you see, here's the thing when you're designing screen paints and what they don't understand at the end of the day. And I'll explain to you why. If you're doing an inflatable screen, front and rear, you can't roll that on. You'll damage the screen. Like the guy in the video, when he rolled the screen, you can see the blotches and the line marks and all. You'll damage the screen. Yeah, and light has to be to transfer through it. So we're gonna have to put in an option. We have to put in an option. So the option we'll have to put in is an indoor and outdoor version of this technology, because the problem which you're going to run into is that even though this coating we have here can be sprayed on with no problem whatsoever, it doesn't have rear capabilities. But if we make it and give it the upgrade for rear capabilities, and this is where you get into stuff for rear capabilities, that means it's going to be a spray-on application only. But some people may not prefer the spray-on. They may like the roll-on application that we have. So that's why we have to put an option in there, a free option. Whether if you're using it outdoor, there's an outdoor version of it, and if you're using it indoor, there's an indoor version of it. That fixes that problem. Because again, we were supposed to have another screen paint that was designed for dedicated for outdoors, and this would have worked for the inflatables, and this one was going to be designed for indoor. But we decided not to make that one because we had too much on the plate already. I'd rather do the gamer instead. It's a different category of technology, so I'd rather go with the gamer instead. Gamer, we don't have a dedicated gamer. We have just about everything else. So with that being said, when we pull that particular paint, that means the only screens that you would have would be the portables, would be the only ones that could go outside. And the portables at one point were only made at 100 inches. Now we have them at 150 inches. But there's no paint there to basically convert your screens into that OLED black technology we have here, especially if you have an inflatable, because that was pulled. So we decided to turn this technology with that capability. But if it's an inflatable and it has to hit an inflatable, it has to be a spray-on application only. See what I mean? So now we have to make two of these, which means we'll have an option. One's going to say indoor, one's going to say outdoor. There we go. More work. I didn't think about that part. You got to think everything through. Think everything through. Because what if somebody coats this and it's a roll-on and they decide to roll it into an inflatable screen? They'll damage the screen. You're responsible for that. So that's why we have two versions. One's going to be indoor, one's going to be outdoor. And we'll just put down a little caption why this one's indoor, this one's outdoor, what it's for. When you go and you click on the shopping cart, what's going to happen is you can't basically cash out unless you pick one of those options. It won't work that way. So if you're using for indoor, one for indoor and one for outdoor. Outdoor is going to be spray-on application only. Indoor is going to be roll-on and spray-on, but keep in mind, you can't use it on the inflator. That'll keep it from people taking it outside, because it's not designed for outdoors. Even though you can spray it on, you can't take it outside. The other one you can take outside, but it's spray on only, and it has to be spray on only because, again, you don't want to roll over front and rear screen, especially with that thin mesh on it. You will jack it up. All right, see how things can get complicated. You have to know what you're doing at the end of the day. Just can't go on your channel and go, oh, it's all freaking roll on. No, 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 not with an application like that. You'll mess the screen up. This is the material that you will find on most front and rear inflatable screens. This is the material you have to do front and rear, just like this. So you can't roll this on. This has to be sprayed on. You will damage your screen. To test all these different surfaces. Okay. I got to go to the store, pick up more tape, come back in, take care of this, go to the post office, drop things off, drop in the park, trap for a little bit, come out of the park, come back down here, do a couple more demonstrations on this, log some challenges onto this, go back over to the website, put all the information for that, for this particular product right here, and then go back in and finish working on the gaming site, and then easy day. All right, so I got to go. If you're interested in placing orders for this technology, it is available with free worldwide shipping. If you are looking to do an outside application on this, I will put in, if I can do that now, an outside option on it for it, because again, like I said, it has to be sprayed in for that particular option. So I think I'm going to put that in right now before I leave out the door and take care of anything. I'll take care of that first. If you're interested, it is available with free worldwide shipping, which means you can ship it to you anywhere in the world. And what you've just seen in the demonstration, yeah, you are saving literally thousands of dollars. That being said, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for coming in. We thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with amazing technology, because again, if it wasn't for him, none of this would exist. Gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless.